Heidi ho! Ha ha ha!
Hey, Chucky fans.
Here's an inside look at Chucky Episode 1.
One more. This is not that kind of show. This is not that kind of show. We're going to be demonetized.
Oh my
but
God.
before we're even monetized. Welcome back, gay schools and everyone in between, to our YouTube channel, The Horror Bandwagon. Hi, my name is Sergio.
And my name is Cody.
And we are boys for horror analysis
Criticism.
and spooky
And sometimes kooky.
entertainment. And guys, you know what? It has been a while since we talked about the Chucky TV series. And you know what? It's been too long.
It has been way too long.
I missed the show. And I think when did it finish? Like November?
I think so.
It hasn't been that long.
Because it was like it was around October. I think was it early December when it finished up?
Maybe it was early December, yeah. So in December, we released a video of us reacting to the featurette that they released after the 8th episode and the final episode of the Chucky TV series. And the video actually did really well, and we had a lot of requests from you guys that you wanted us to react to all of the featurettes.
So here we are. We will be watching every single one of the featurettes in order and giving you our reactions.
Plus, we love the show and we miss seeing it on our TV screens. We miss making the reaction videos for you guys and just listening to what you guys have to think about. So this is a perfect opportunity to keep the Chucky content going up until season 2. And hopefully season 2 has a lot more episodes than just 8.
I hope so too. I just really loved season 1 and I can't wait for it to come back.
Yeah, I think it's due 2022, maybe the same time, like around Halloween time. So
Okay.
we're crossing our fingers that happens.
Fingers
No rush,
crossed.
no rush, Don Mancini, but a little bit of rush, just a little bit. But before we start the reaction, make sure to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so that way you get to know when we release a video next. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Chucky.
Oh, this is giving me flashbacks. Like I'm now like transported to the first episode that we released.
Heidi ho! Ha ha ha!
Hey, Chucky fans.
Here's an inside look at Chucky Episode 1.
Now we have to pretend like we haven't seen
yeah,
the
we know
full.
nothing.
We don't know anything that happened in the next 7 episodes.
Hours of story real estate.
Character becomes much more a part of the story.
I wanted
That's
to
Dora.
bring back the
Sam.
tone of the first couple of movies where we were focused on Chucky's relationship.
I forgot how creepy that mannequin thing was.
I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to do teenagers because that would switch it up, and teenagers have more interests, more complicated relationships. We could get into new stuff. So
That's really cool. I really like. You know what, guys? You guys are right. We probably should have been watching this after every episode because I think we were pretty much on the same page as Don Mancini was trying to portray. Was that he wanted to go back to how the other movies were going, the original Child's Play series was going, and have that relationship building as they did in those movies, like how it was with Andy and Chucky in the first one and the second one. And I mean, throughout it's all about like Chucky, and then it got kind of crazy with everything else. So I feel like we were all on the same page with Don Mancini there.
Well, you know what they say. If you're not watching Untucked, you're only getting half the story.
Oh, and remember, if you're not watching Untucked, you're only getting half the story.
what has it been like being the new kids on the block?
It's honestly kind of been an honor to get to be involved with this whole franchise.
Remember when we like all as a union, as the world, watching this series, just hated Lexi.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we despised her. If you go back to our videos, we could be problematic, where we were like, when is she gonna die? It's like, oh my God. Man, I mean, she's still an awful person throughout the whole TV show, but she kind of did sort of redeem herself. I know some people in the comments are still like, no, we should never forgive, but this series went on a journey with her.
I think that it's been a great experience for all of us.
Like I'll go home and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm on Chucky.
It's like crazy.
Especially because since now, not only is it a new generation of people, but it's a new generation of the format in which we are witnessing Chucky.
Come on, Jake, don't be shy.
One thing that viewers won't know is that Zach and Allie have known each other for many years.
Yes.
The first time that we talked for the first time in 8 years after filming Transparent, I was like, wait.
They were on Transparent together?
I don't know what that is.
That was that show with what was the guy? He played the dad
Cody
in Arrested
always does
Development.
this, by the way. He's always like, oh, that show.
Jeffrey Tambor. He played someone who was transitioning at a very late age.
Got it.
I hadn't seen you since you were like 5.
I organized a whole book drive for the homeless.
Teo read for almost every role. He read for Jake, he read for Devin.
Did you read for Lexi?
He read for Lexi.
Well, that's what it's going to be now.
So close to being Lexi. Like, that's awesome that he has that versatility to do all the parts.
Yeah.
One man show.
I have no doubt he would have been a great Lexi.
Lexi and Junior are kind of the king queen of the school. They are not the best couple. I think that Lexi definitely bosses him around a lot. She kind of takes after her mom in that way.
It's definitely a very one-sided relationship, especially at the...
I remember watching the first few episodes and was like, oh, these are like probably 20-year-old teenagers trying to be middle schoolers, but they actually because I guess I'm just so traumatized from past movies like Grease, who have 30-year-old, 40-year-olds.
Mean Girls.
No, they weren't older, but they were still.
They were in their late
They're
20s.
26-year-olds
Yeah.
playing high schoolers,
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh yeah, that's Hollywood. That's what they'll do. But no, these are actually middle schoolers. These are actually their age. That's crazy.
Okay, if I sit here?
Yeah.
Devin is so earnest.
I'm a crime junkie, so I'm really into that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of known around the school for my crime podcast.
I thought he was personally saying, this is what I do too.
Yeah.
Even in real life.
There's no filter. There's no filter.
Right, he's hilarious.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, that is true. We found out from the featurette number 8 where he was like, oh.
I'm sure that there are lots of gems all throughout these featurettes.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Situation.
That's why I'm quiet right now.
The first big scene that they all have together is on the school set, and that was super fun because I loved the set that Craig Sandel's had designed. We gave the floor this red.
They designed this?
Wow. It's very evocative of The Shining.
Oh man, the school experiences. Okay, so the relationship between Jake and Junior. We hate each other. We don't see eye to eye because we're so different.
Wow, these are like parallels, from what they're doing and how we are here.
What, in that we also hate each other?
That's not what I'm saying, am I? You be the judge. Comment down below.
Oh my God. It was very easy to say no.
And we're going to play.
Okay, so I think all of you guys have been variously.
Do you think the fruit on the table is real?
No way. I'm sorry.
As gay as I am, and he was an artist and misunderstood by his more traditionally minded father. That's certainly something I had a lot of personal experience with.
Toxic. It's a very, very toxic relationship. We live in a small house.
We don't see eye to eye. We don't agree with each other at all on anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I also have to say, exactly the things that we were talking about. So much of those, gay horror lovers who were watching this series could relate. I could relate to this kid. Was I, breaking up apart doll parts and gluing them together? No. But was I wearing my t-shirt as hair and becoming Britney Spears a pop star? Yes.
I mean, weren't
Singing
we all?
to yeah, exactly. So I could totally get him being the outsider, and I'm really glad that Don Mancini is a creator who I can geek over and be like, oh my God, he's just like me, except much more talented.
But I think it's also really great. And I know we've said this in so many of the Chucky videos that that we're able to bring LGBT teens struggling with high school and middle school, like normal kid problems to the screen, because growing up we didn't have that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he wishes that I was junior, into sports, straight, all. Since I'm none of those things, it just makes you angrier and angrier.
The scene where your dad hits you and he's angry at you for asserting your sexuality. And I remember when we were shooting that scene that night, and then we had to break for lunch, and we had to come back. And of course, for actors, that can be incredibly hard to get back into that kind of headspace when you've been working your way up to it, and then you have to break for an hour and get back and relight.
You don't care that they think I'm weird. You just care that they know I'm a
So Zach came to me and said, like, I need some help getting back into that headspace. Will you tell me what really happened? Like, what is the real life version of that story?
You see that again, and I will kill you. You hear me?
I remember going up to you and I gave you a hug and I was like, man, I'm sorry this happened to you.
Oh, this makes me so sad, but also like not as sad as like it's just emotional. It's like too real. We're in the construct of being in the child's play world, and this is a horror movie about a doll that comes to life. But I really love that he can create this as a franchise and also be able to talk about personal issues that he went through, that we went through, as kids. I also just really loved watching everyone else's YouTube videos who were talking about this, and I would totally expected like, I hope everyone's okay talking about the themes of being gay and them having like gay relationships and boyfriends and stuff like that. And everybody took it really well, and I just thought that was awesome.
Getting in the headspace and just writing this incredible
I didn't do anything. I mean,
you did though.
One of my favorite scenes to shoot was the big dinner scene, which collects a lot of the major characters around one table having a very tense conversation.
So this is fun.
And one of the reasons this scene was a lot of fun to do was because Devin Sawa was playing two characters.
I play Lucas and Logan Wheeler. They're very different characters. Lucas is the father of Jake. He is a broken man. Logan is Jake's highly successful uncle. They're very different characters.
And they're sitting right next to one another. So we got to do some fun visual effects that are ultimately very simple.
It was very interesting because when he was playing Lucas, there'd be a stand-in for Logan. When he was playing Logan, there'd be a stand-in for Lucas. We did half of the
kind of like the Parent Trap.
Character, and then the other half of the day was Lucas, and then he was just completely different. He had a beard, and it just shows how talented Devin Sawa is.
Gonna say that.
What he said.
Yeah, I'm calling about the doll.
So we have a lot of Easter eggs spread out over the 8 episodes to delight the fans. So many.
You know.
Yard sale where Jake buys Chucky. If you look closely, you can see a mysterious woman in a red coat and scarf walk by. That is meant to be Tiffany, of course.
No
it's a coat
way.
That we see her wear later in the season.
Oh, someone took the butcher knife.
Again, in the first episode, a phone call that Jake's receives, eagle-eared fans will recognize as the voice of Andy Barkley.
Be very careful with that doll. Chucky told me in 1988 we'd be friends to the end, and he wasn't kidding, obviously.
We have 2 different homages throughout the series to the movie Magic, which was a big influence on me. Anthony Hopkins plays a schizophrenic ventriloquist. That would influence me to create my own killer doll character.
That's better. That's great. Back to one, another one just like that.
Filming the talent show scene was a very chaotic day. It was the first time that we...
That's one of my favorite scenes. That's one of my favorite scenes here.
It was really good.
So cool.
Devin plays the piano, but like that started as something very different.
Yes. Oh, okay.
The
yes.
champions.
Yes, originally I was supposed to sing We Are the Champions, and I looked at the script and I was like, that's it's not gonna happen. I'm so sorry. Hey, I'm Don. I'm sorry, Don, but I can't sing.
But instead, you told me that you could play the piano.
I could play the piano.
So we did that.
Little help here, Jake? The doll was like 30 pounds. So I was sitting there in this one position and my forearms were burning by the end of it. Like, how long were we filming that part?
Wait, how much did it weigh?
30 pounds.
That's heavy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, listen, I'm no bodybuilder, Avi, but like to hold him in one position, like
oh yeah,
mainly this, like that's heavy. I'm only guessing because of all the wiring. I'm guessing.
Like 2 hours?
2 hours, I'd say. Yeah, it was great, and I got to wear the most beautiful dress. I love that dress.
I know the first few episodes that we released.
This, aren't we?
I remember us fighting over Lexi's outfits because we were like, okay, let's judge it because she seems to be serving looks here and there. We didn't like this dress.
I liked the dress. I hated the outfit because the shoes did not match.
You're right, but I said I liked it.
I hated the dress.
Oh yeah. I'm getting around to it. I don't know what it was. I love the shoes. The shoes are cute.
Yeah, the shoes are cute. Not with this dress though.
Yeah, separately, maybe. Listen, if I was like going on as a drag queen and this was a choice of mine, I would wear it. I would wear it. I would feel cute.
See, but I feel like if this were me, I would do the dress with black boots. Something neutral.
No, I don't like it.
Well, what are you supposed to do with like a super sequiny, multicolored dress like that?
I feel like it's giving me more green, so I would do a green shoe, like a dark green shoe. All right, no shoes at all. Cut your legs off.
And the coolest shoes. So that was a really fun day.
I'm out of here.
Come on. Listen, as long as she was happy with her outfit.
Exactly. You rocked it. You felt great.
The more you love a character.
Oh, we didn't love this outfit. I remember us being like, no, this. I don't like this.
It's true.
jacket.
I love electrocuting people. Fictionally, not in real life. It's something
I'm glad you specified.
So we have a really spectacular one.
He had a vision for the electrocution scene. We tried to make it as real feeling as well as spooky.
Chucky loves his job.
He got what he deserved.
That little doll is going to turn a living, breathing human being into a piece of meat.
He's dead.
I do have to say, I'm glad we only had to see that awful beard on Devin Sawa for one episode.
Yeah, it didn't look good on him. It did not give him any favors. Give him any favors? Did not do him any favors.
Yeah, he has the kind of face that, like, you know, a little bit of scruff, nice, but like,
when he's like stubble, like a stubble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the look. Because he looks great clean shaven. So it's like, all right, you know, just leave it as is. I mean, overall, we learned some new things and we also kind of like solidified things that we knew. But honestly, I think this is such a great idea that we're covering the featurettes because it's kind of reminding us, one, of what we originally thought when we reacted to the videos, but also kind of just reminiscing on the TV show and bringing us back to those episodes and how fun it was. So I can't wait for the next few episodes because it's kind of like we're revisiting them. I really love that.
Yeah, I also love learning more about especially Don Mancini and like what a lot of his influences were in creating Chucky. I just really appreciate getting to know that, and also especially that like Jake seems to have drawn as a character so much from Don's own childhood.
And he wanted to portray that really well. And I got to give, you know, this cast the kudos that they deserve because they did a great job. They seem very committed, and how we saw their reaction and their relationships from the 8th episode featurette where we started, it made sense why they were praising the cast so much.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad that we're going to revisit that. I don't even know if they are going to be in season 2. Hopefully, I think they're going to do something similar to what they did in season 1 here, where they brought the legacy characters back. We'll probably see these characters back later on in the TV show, but they're probably going to want to introduce a new cast, which I feel like would be smart. All right, guys, so that is going to be it. Let us know what you think of this featurette down in the comments. Let us know what you predict for season 2. Let us know the favorite moments, favorite characters, whatever you'd like. Go ahead and discuss it in the comments.
And make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification button so you can get notified for all of our future content.
Absolutely. And with all that being said, make sure to follow us on Instagram at
The Horror Bandwagon,
or on Twitter at
Horror Bandwagon.
You can also go to our website where you can access our podcast as well as our merch. I'm wearing some of it right now. You can access that there at www.thehorrorbandwagon.com. And with all that being said, we have been your source for horror analysis,
criticism,
and spooky ooky,
and sometimes kooky
entertainment.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.